light of the recent passing of some of Jamaica's musical greats, we're turning our focus to the future of the music and the next generation shaping its sound. And joining us for this discussion, Chairman of the Jamaica Reggae Industry Association, talented musician in his own right. Outstanding.
Brilliant.
Okay, brilliant.
Amazing.
That's all of my takers.
No,
Samaroon,
like you. No, nobody can.
Nobody giving him all of those adjectives. Take back two.
Are you do that?
Just take back two.
All right, him not so wonderful.
Okay.
you are going.
It's good to be here, man.
You know where I would want to start, because as a music person yourself, so let's not go here just yet.
Yes.
What about when Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, I don't want to go as far back as Elvis Presley, I don't think you know it, but what happened in the music industry when that happened? Was there a little lull, or things was just still moving?
No, you see, the industry is accustomed to ebbs and flows. Mm-hmm. It is accustomed to producing new giants on cycles. I am not worried that we are not producing new giants on cycles. I'm worried that we're not doing enough to produce enough of them.
Interesting. Hold on, before you get to that point.
Yes, but
there's something you said to me almost every week. Can you go up to Bob Marley Museum every week?
Regularly.
And you said to me, it's interesting that in Bob's death, he's larger than he was in life. And that's usually what happens.
It is usually what happens because
it inspires others to, right?
Yes, it fixes your work at a moment in time.
Yes.
So it draws a line in the sand. And then it kind of immortalizes you. Because once you're alive, and it's the thing with people being named national heroes and so on, they're afraid to do it when they're alive because they figure the work going deep when they're dead and all kind of something. It's just how humans are. However, there is a way in which in our side of the industry, we do not have sufficient opportunity to make our icons larger than life.
While they're here or when they're
alive.
Why you say that?
I think it's an absence of local platforms and structures and systems that really magnify them to the world. You know, when we think about it, there are lots of people who didn't have a clue to what Sly Dunbar has done for the world of music until this past week.
Somebody sent me one of them posting things, Simpson and stuff like that all the while. They were talking about Berries.
Yes.
And they were saying, nobody wait till the man dead, man, big up the man. And then somebody come back and say, no, man, they big up the man all the while and the man get doctorate and the man, then big him up enough. I mean, when I say Berries, I mean people like that because that's what you're suggesting, indeed, that we're not doing enough while they're around.
Right, so we are not, and sometimes it's hard to do when people are alive as well because you need their permission. So sometimes that's a part of it, and their humility sometimes, or their quirkiness, or their availability.
Means they're reclusive.
Yes, they said, no, I don't want that.
Oh, I understand.
Right? Yeah,
I understand.
Barris is that guy.
I understand.
Yes,
that.
for sure.
So there's a balance that we have to understand. However, we do not have enough of a habit of things like museums, library catalogs. We don't like to write things down. And it's like doing wills. We don't like to do it because we feel that somebody's going to kill us off. We don't want to put up a mural in the honor of someone because they're still alive, and their looks might change or some fickle reason like that. We need to put structures in place where people can go, where Jamaicans can go and study their own icons. The reality is the Europeans and the Japanese.
Doesn't it feel weird? So we are talking about this, Ewan? In Jamaica, where the music born and breed and grow.
Yeah, but it's a conversation that we've been having
for years.
And the reality is that the extent to which we memorialize it and the extent to which we build structures and systems around it is the extent to which we value it. Now we have to ask that question.
Can you go ahead.
No, I wanted to ask a follow-up. So we're looking at the folks who can do that. Mm-hmm. What about our own appreciation as people? Because I know Uncle Never used to tell us that Bob used to come and knock down at the RJR window. We wouldn't let him in because it was a quote-unquote dirty rasta. But when he went abroad and came back, he was.
Correct.
Right? So what about our own appreciation as people? Like, why would somebody in 2026 not know who Sly Dunbar is? Maybe not
Because-
the extent of what he's done to the world, but I saw people posting this week that they're asking people, said people Sly gone, and people are saying, who is that?
Exactly. And it is because, again, I speak to systems. So,
School.
and I say repeatedly, if we had already discovered oil in the subsurface of Jamaica or of Jamaican waters, our basic schools and kindergarten would teach about it, and we would understand all the chemical reactions and engineering prowess that is required for it. It would be taught. The first person who discovered it, their name would be on a mural at the university. There's so many different ways we would have taught our society. We would have named our roads. We would have done all of these things. They would have civics. They would understand it as a part of who we are, as a part of the fabric of the people. We still have not come to accept our music and entertainment product as a significant backbone of who we are as a people.
That's crazy.
Expound on what you said about Sly, that we don't know what he offered the world.
So we know Sly from being a member of the Rhythm Twins, right?
Sly and
Taxi
Robbie.
Gang, Sly and Robbie. We know that, and we take it for granted, and we listen to damp, 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 da 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 damp, 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 and that was modern.
Groundbreaking.
We don't know Sly from even further back. Guess who's coming to dinner? Black Uhuru, Dennis Brown, all
International artists.
and so even those of us who know that, then don't understand the Grace Jones, the
Yeah.
No Doubt,
Yeah.
all the other great global icons for whom Sly was an icon. We don't understand the number of patterns and the soundscape he has given to the world, the way he changed the use of synth drums, for example.
Percussion. Yeah, yeah.
Right? The way he layers his kick drum and the way he plays his snare. And the way he made the music, Jamaican music, dance in different ways with just and then.
But isn't that because he wasn't a lead singer type of thing? I mean, because
Nor was he a flashy drummer.
Nor was he a flashy person.
Nor was he a flashy person. So we don't understand how fundamentally he was changing things in his quiet,
to quiet,
but
humble
solid
way.
way.
Here's the thing, though, what you said, and this is the key for me, in how we kind of use this now as a platform for a future discussion, because we don't know of many of the icons now who saw him as an icon, but a lot of our young people, our young artists, I saw a lot of them post in social about how instrumental he was in their own careers. And so that's good and instructive that they know the history and the contribution he made. How do they use that to inform what goes forward? And you say it's not that we're not making the music, it's not that we're not making enough of them?
It's not that we're not making new icons, new superstars, because we're making them.
Yes.
And I don't even want to say we are making them. They are being
making
made.
themselves.
Yes, they are being made. And I think we need to be a little more deliberate about making them. K-pop has influence the world in a particular way because it's a deliberately structured form.
Yeah.
The business around it is structured. And they know that they do not have what we don't have is the population to drive it. If we don't have the population to drive the demand, then we have to put systems in place that will cause the world to be our market.
But we didn't have the population to make it great, and it's great.
We didn't have the population to make it great, but how long did it take? How long did it take K-pop to become a thing in the world?
You know, in preparing for this, it was interesting. My producer gave me a question that I found interesting. How has streaming and social media changed who becomes influential compared to earlier times when you never have that?
Indeed.
Because one time nobody never said no Bob Marley or no post. Or,
Correct.
So how has that changed things?
Well, it took longer for you to influence the world. And you were dependent on tours, so you had to appear in spaces on their TV stations. Those large networks had to recognize you. You had to go in front of 100,000 people and impress them, even if you went to open for Lionel Richie and the Commodores. You know what I'm saying? Even if that is how you had to do it that way, or they never heard of you. Now, you can have a platform, and for good or for bad, you can become viral overnight. Now, the problem with that kind of virality is that you do not get an opportunity to grow in your exposure to people, in the messages you send, to be solid in your own message. You're getting instant feedback. And that instant feedback can discourage you. It can cause you to shift your philosophy. So
virality is also fleeting.
It is very fleeting.
And so the kind of momentum and sustainability the older artists were able to build is difficult in this new viral culture.
Exactly. And you must bear in mind that virality, as much as it is easy for you to get, it is also easy for someone else to get.
That's right.
So you're easily displaceable.
That's right.
Final question from me, Ewan, and it's something that you said at the top about cycles and stuff. So you are suggesting that there might be many more slide-on bars, Stephen Corey's out there.
Waiting in the wings?
Yeah, that we just don't know about yet. Is that a suggestion you're making?
Indeed, I'm saying that. I'm saying that the musical talent that exists in this country can give us more Cat Cores, can give us more slide-on bars, can give us more Jimmy Cliffs, can give us more Dennis Browns and Bob Marleys.
But we need to create a conducive environment.
We need to create the environment that ensures... Listen, Bob Marley didn't happen by accident. Yes? We need to ensure that there's an environment that competes with the rest of the world.
Well, Simone, know me. I disagree with one thing you said. We will never have another Bob Marley. That is my opinion. Simone, know me.
And I can appreciate that perspective. But we can...
No, I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
Can I ask one more question, Kay, before we go? As it stands now in the landscape now, you see icons being built?
Yes.
In who we now have?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Chronix is and the...
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
longevity.
Yes. And let me tell you who is an icon being built. We mentioned Chronix, that's one. But there's another icon being built that you can see from now.
Tell me.
Ramin Verma.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, can we do a segment on this?
Yeah. Brother, good to see you now.
Pleasure.
All the very best for 2026 and beyond.
Yep. True, you know? True, it's true, it's true.
Chairman of the Jamaica Reggae Industry Association, Mr. Ewan Simpson. All right, we're going to go for a break. We get your feedback in our social media talk back.
Go, Jody. Hold them, Joe. Hold them, Joe. Hold them, Joe.